All right, this thing on. Mic is on. Levels is good. Levels is good. Man, what's going on, everybody? Swagged out, and you already know why I am here, and I hope y'all here for the exact same reason. We about to talk some amazing gourmand fragrances. So if you love gourmand, if you know what this right here is all about, you see me branding it because the gourmand is series on this end. So with that said, um, Jousset Parfum is the house. Gourmand is absolutely the name of their game. And hang on, because we have somebody in the backstage that I'm about to let on in here. There they go. And look at us all together in the same screen. Awesome. All right. And so, gentlemen, how are you all today?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Blessed.
Man, I'm excited. I know Joe's super excited. um, and in typical fashion, today's a gourmand day, but whatever y'all rocking is fine. To anybody who jumps in and starts viewing with us, hey, whatever you're rocking, center of the day, let us know in the comments. And as we do that, since we're already here, we'll just go around the table and talk to the good folk here. So we'll start with elroyPREPson. I'm going to screen names because we have two Joshes today. elroyPREPson. Josh, what is your sin of the day, bro?
Hey, so before anything, salute.
Yo, salute. And I was gonna make a very specific.
Same here, Joe.
You know what? While we on that note, we're gonna start since we're ready. This is salute. We're gonna start with these first. So, right here, since we're doing gourmand, why would I not do a peanut butter chocolate whiskey from a brand called Dirty Monkey? And man, awesome, awesome stuff. And you over there, you're drinking what, Roy?
It has been some time. Whiskey ginger ale, very easy.
I love. I really do like that. Yeah, that's a good combo. Nice, smooth.
Yeah,
Um,
easy breezy. Today I wore Passion Poivre,
mm,
which is amazing from Gentleman's Nod. But I just got out the shower, ran down here. I have to record tonight, so I'm not wearing anything yet.
got you.
I'm sure I'll spray something on while I record. But in beard is George by Gentleman's Nod. Fruit, incense, tobacco.
Shout out to Gentleman's Nod.
Definitely.
And this stuff, like, I'm overwhelmed a little bit because their beard oils are pretty potent.
On the money, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Joshua. If you have a drink tonight? What is that drink and what is your scent?
It's H2O.
Very nice. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, man. And today I didn't wear anything tonight because I'm planning on spraying a little bit, but I wore the One Gold by Dolce & Gabbana today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Look who's here, ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
muted. You're muted, Marcy.
You are muted.
All right, can
There
you
we
hear
go.
me now?
Oh, yeah, you are. We hear
All right,
you
cool.
loud.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
What's
Hey,
up?
how are you? Great to see you.
Very,
Nice
very
to
nice
see you
to
too.
Absolutely.
Elroy, Josh,
What's going on,
Joe,
Marcy?
Rico, what's up?
You, Marcy.
Haven't done this in a while.
I know it's been
Especially not with this many people. This is flashback from right after Glamcation.
Right.
So Joshua, you were saying that you were drinking water and your scent is
Oh, I went with it's called the One Gold by Dolce & Gabbana.
yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, some blood orange.
Very good. We got another water drinker in the house, Joe. Joe, what's the scent of the day?
I'm recovering after last night's stream. I had like 4 old fashions and 3 shots of Jack. But my
Right on.
scent of the day, Amore Cafe, which we did discuss in a gourmand stream.
Yes, we did.
we
Yes, we
did.
did. That is correct.
Yes, we did.
Very powerful. Absolutely powerful. Do not wear 14 sprays of this unless you're crazy like me and you want the entire department store literally end to end. And it's a very big building in New York City. Elevator shafts, everyone from multiple floors were like, oh, that's you that smells like that. Not in a bad way, just that it was that type of sweet aroma going around that like the handbags everywhere. So that was my sense of the day again.
That was your scent of the day. That's what's up. And Marcy, you came in just in time. All right,
Okay.
what are you, if you're drinking anything, what is your drink?
Well, I have a Lambrusco I bought in San Francisco.
Always got to have one fancy person in the group.
Mhm.
I learned about Lambruscos. Apparently, it's like a cheaper champagne/wine. I
And
thought
very
it
tasty.
was really nice. Yeah, it's really good because I'm not a
Mhm.
huge wine drinker, but this will do. I love champagne. But anyway, my scent of the day, it's that A Poem by Mason Francis Kirkjohn.
Great.
Oh.
The new
Ooh,
lavender, you know, this is fancy too.
Yeah. Gotta say fancy.
It's like a orange blossom. It's very fresh, like an orange blossom, a little bit of lavender. It's not too heavy, and I think there's some jasmine in here. It's really nice. It almost gives you like a powdery orange blossom vanillic, but it's completely unisex and it smells really clean. So and apparently this is my first time hearing about it. They said it is um they brought it back again.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They brought it back. It used to be a men and a women, like a his and hers, 8-pound men, 8-pound women, and they kind of took the best of both and
Put it together.
Put it together.
Yeah, this smells completely like if a guy wanted a more sweeter, fresh, kind of like, lavender, with vanilla. So I
like
think you guys
lavender
could get
vanilla.
away with it.
Yeah. That's what's up. Okay, so
Beautiful.
really quickly, I see Claudia has joined us in the chat. Kevin Hawthorne is in there.
I
In
mean,
this
Snoop is wearing the Lena.
Silencia.
Y'all can wear this.
Say what?
I said if Snoop is wearing the Lena, y'all can surely wear this.
And Snoop
Okay?
surely is. So
Shout out.
shout out to Snoop rocking the lean and popping that out on that little interview you had. Very nice. Scott Aromatico, what's going on, sir? All right, folks, we are here because we all have something right by us, I'm assuming, because mine is marked by me. And that is Jousset Parfums Discovery Set. Now, for those who don't know, Jousset has gone through a lot of transitions. That's right. As this little guy right here. So Jousset has gone through a lot of transitions from their inception to now. They used to have a whole lot of bottles, different designs, all under the Jousset brand with different projects they would work with. And it still fell under the line. And then eventually they started separating it, leaving Jousset to be the actual gourmand side of the house, and Unleashed Apothecary being one of the houses that created more of the experimental fragrances, a lot of ouds, a lot of naturals. But Jousset is very centrally focused on making the best gourmands in the industry right now. So they're putting a lot of energy behind doing that. And one of the things was looking at the entire catalog of Jousset and keeping what they knew were the core fragrances that would push the company forward, essentially, the ones that people already love. And from that, adding on. And that addition does include a new line that will be coming out, at least that they have some fragrances coming out. They have some pistachio fragrances coming out. They have some pear syrupy vanilla stuff coming out. They have a banana split fragrance coming out. And they have all of this stuff coming out in about 2 months. In about two, let's look at, by the end of November, we should be looking at these fragrances. Additionally, and I'm putting this out early because we're gonna talk about a fragrance today that's gotten a lot of buzz in the last couple of weeks, so much so that it just got re-released and it is currently sold out. But it will be back. It will be back next month. So do not fret. Do not fret. And for that reason, we're gonna talk about that fragrance as part of the discovery set. And once they get those back, we will reconvene and talk about the big bottle and break that down. So we'll just give you a brief overview of it and come back when it's accessible to everybody. But with that said, can we get into this box?
Please.
Oh, so I'm open. I'm open. In fact, since I'm not gonna start it. I'm gonna push it to the right, so it's gonna be Josh Red Hat, Josh Blue Hat, Joe Marcy. So Elroy, how do we start this party tonight? What are we trying out?
I'm gonna start whatever's next to the logo. First off, the set is gorgeous, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has a beautiful presentation to it.
Yeah.
But let's
Very-
start whatever's closest to the logo for me. And these things are in there.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Let's skip that one. Let's start with Gourmand Bahour,
Gourmand Bahour.
which is this for me was the second one from the logo. So,
Okay.
the logo's here. So the second one.
Got some pure malt rockers out there. Smoking Joe.
What's going on, Kyler?
What's going on? Everybody
Micah,
in the
great to
chat.
see you. Scott Aromatico.
God. If y'all don't know Jousset, y'all about to find about some crazy gourmands today. So we're gonna start off with Gourmand Bahour. Unfortunately for me, it's gonna be a couple on skin today because it's gourmand. And here we go. Yeah, that's a Gourmand Bahour, I know.
Come on. It reminds me of it smells like tasty like hookah, like it's supposed to smell like, you know what I mean? I get that like weird, not weird, but like that incensey, like smoky vibe from the hookahs from back in the day. And then with that like crusty kind of pastry like feel. That's what I get from it.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate for anybody listening, when he said hookah back in the day, he means back in the day for him. For me, it was like a couple of days ago. But shout out to those of us who have matured and changed. I'm right behind you, bro. Yes, you definitely get some of that Bahour feel, but I feel like this is far more on the gourmand than the Bahour side. Like you get some of that smoky, but the smoky is not what you're thinking like Bahour smoky, where it's like smoky. It's like something that's been smoked. It's the smoke has passed. It's just the feel of it in the air on top of, like you said, crusty, kind of like graham cracker,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
cookie-ish, peanut butter cookie-ish, kind of caramelly. You
Vanilla biscuit.
Yeah.
yeah, like I was saying, it's hard. This one's one of those that's
Vanilla
harder to pin
biscuit.
down.
Yeah, I get butter. It's
Butter,
totally
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You see,
butter.
Yeah, see?
Buttery, smoky leather. Yeah.
I get like pulpy fruit too, like
Really?
like not like fruit as itself, but almost like a blend of fruits.
that's
Pulp,
interesting.
maybe.
Whoa! Are you sure you got Gourmand Bahour?
Yeah, not heavy fruit, just
Okay,
like
okay.
a light. Pulp,
I
like
was
a
gonna
pulp.
ask you next. Did you spray it on your skin?
No, I
Yeah, there's a very obvious sweetness in here.
Yeah.
That it can obviously be interpreted in different ways, from crusty to graham cracker to vanilla to fruity. So there's an obvious sweet gourmand, heavily gourmand leaning element, that whether it's a crusty cake, a graham crackery, caramelly, vanillic, fruity. It has a lot of components going on. And do remember that Bahours often are flavored, so you might be getting some of that fruity
Right.
accent from that as well. But
That's true.
ultimately, this is a big old banger, and this is one of the ones that got a whole lot of love at Glamcation last year.
Yes.
And at the stores, period. Like, this one was so good that they've made, I want to say, 3 or 4 flankers already of Gourmand Bahour, from Gourmand Bahour to Creme de la Creme, Creme de la Creme Gold, Sheesh.
Sheesh.
That's Sheesh.
Gee. Oh man.
Josh,
So
I could see what you're saying, because when I just sprayed it again and actually sprayed mine from the bottle, I get like some dark soaked boozy like fruits, like some like purple fruits in the opening. like a rum cake or something like that.
Yeah, rum. Yeah, rum. That's
I can see some rum cake. That okay.
this
I
is
get heavy vanilla now.
Rico. This is like one of their earliest releases, right? Like I think they had this in the white bottle back in the day. Is that right?
Yeah,
Somewhere in
Yeah, there you go.
It's somewhere
Yeah,
back
the
there.
first time I
The
smelled
original.
it was Dion had a bottle of it.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all did that link up way back. Well before you and I ever had a conversation, I think.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
jump through with that. That's a dope one. All right. So Gourmand Bakur, kind of smoky, kind of you get that crusty, cakey type of feel, but as Claudia also said, buttery biscuit. She's smelling hers right now, so she's just adding to the conversation, and I think she's absolutely right. So, that's a banger. If you went to a little different spin on a gourmand that is still very much a gourmand Bakur. Okay, Josh, you up?
So I'm gonna go with the OG Accident à la Vanille.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I'm excited for that.
Where is it?
I think there's so much of their fragrances that they come out with later embody this DNA, right?
The DNA is inside for sure.
Yeah.
I
And
should
this
have
is
popped these
obviously
all
like
up
the
beforehand.
crown jewel of the company, in my opinion. This is
For sure.
this is what really, yeah.
There we go. Accident on
In my opinion, it's not like it's one opinion of
Sure.
thousands, but it's one of the best vanillas, man. Like to me it's very pure. Like the vanilla component that they have in it is just it reminds me a lot of there's a Mexican market we have here where they sell Mexican vanilla, and this smells like that with stuff added to it.
There we go.
Or it smells so perfect vanilla. Yeah.
I had to spray it on after smelling it on skin. My scent of the night, the OG Accident à la Vanille.
Yo, and real quick,
Felipe?
I was gonna say shout out to Felipe. For those of you that do not know Felipe, either on YouTube or Instagram, and you love this content right here, Gourmand, check out Felipe. He is not just Felipe. He is the king of gourmands, Felipe. He is gourmand everything. If you have been missing out on gourmand fragrances, go on Instagram and check him out because he's always dropping content and he puts me on to gourmands that I needed to know about a long time ago. Big shout out and thank you very much, Felipe, for showing up at 3:16 in the morning. That is love for gourmands, and I appreciate that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go support that man, please. And shout out to Nika, who is doing her hair, so she can't be here. You still doing your hair?
Yeah.
Still doing the hair. So we'll move on. So Accident à la Vanille. Back to Accident à la Vanille. What I'm gonna say is this. This is the first one I tried.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like what we talked about this recently on a couple of lines. Like if a house can come out with their first fragrance, the first fragrance you smell, and it's like if you can build a house around fragrances of this same caliber, quality, you got yourself a crazy house. That's not always the case, and you're gonna have some. But if the majority come out like this, you're onto something. And I figured out early that the whole house, especially the gourmand, the black bottles, especially. However, we are going to talk about some white bottles here, but the black bottles, especially, they have this amazing level of attention to detail to really hit the fragrance on the nose. When Jimmy Bowden says, "I want my fragrance to smell like this," it's gonna smell like that. I always say, like, I think Jimmy is super hungry when he starts thinking about fragrances, because craziness. And it's Josh's, Elroy Josh, fragrance of the night.
Yeah, I had to spray it on, and I'm just basking in that vanilla. Like Accident à la Vanille, it's the most gorgeous vanilla.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's good.
It's good. Consensus is good. Syrupy, rich, thick vanilla with a slightly smoky element to it in the background that never gets too crazy or in your face, but you get something with that smokiness. And when I was with Josh last time, he made a statement and was even cakey. It has a cakey feel to it. So with all those other elements, there is this thick kind of heaviness to it, which really you feel that bubble around you. It exists in that way, and it's amazing. My favorite gourmand from the house for sure, always on my list of best vanillas. The best vanilla, possibly. It's always in my collection. There's a bunch of flankers of this. Again, just based on the fact that the original was so good, Jimmy started mixing and started making different versions of this. But this will always be, if I have to pick one, even though a lot of them are exciting, this is the one. This is the one.
Same for me.
Shout out to Cheryl as well. Mr. Clark was good.
North Carolina in the house. Shout out to Clark.
Very nice. NC in the house. I'm still repping New York though, but I'm here with y'all, so I'm gonna throw up the flag real quick. Hey, all right, Joe.
Yes.
Pick what you gonna pick, bro.
Oh, I already knew what I was gonna pick.
I know what you're gonna pick too.
A little bit of a contrast. We are gonna go with the delicious black powder.
Okay, you threw me off. That wasn't the one I thought, so you win.
I know. He thought I would have went that way, except I decided this way. Delicious black powder.
Fair.
Let's see. I know I've smelled this. I just don't remember it at all. So let's get this.
This one is so good.
And the sample sprays, these atomizers on these are really good.
Yeah.
I get like this fizziness at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like
so
if I just poured a beverage.
This fragrance, the inspiration for this fragrance was like a chocolate covered powder puff cake.
Yes.
And what I love about this is the saffron in here adds this kind of powdery sweetness to it with the chocolatiness. And what I get when I smell this is chocolate powder puff.
Exactly.
You know, when I smell that, I get that Black Forest cake.
Yeah.
That chocolate, whipped, creamy, dark chocolate and cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that wet, kind of moist, dark.
Hey, this is a children's show too, Marcy. Let's
keep it PG. The chocolate is heavy. It's like think of like a fresh slice of cake, right? That you just cut up and it just crumbles at the knife, like just like disintegrates. It's really nice.
One of those.
I love the opening too.
It smells like that
powder.
Chocolate cake with those canned cherries on top.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
I don't know Matilda cake, but I need to look it up and find out. Listen. If this is not even like gassing, if Felipe says it's my Matilda cake, it probably smells like Matilda cake, and I don't even know what that is. But I know he knows it's gourmand, so we'll look into that as well.
Maybe the movie, the movie, the big
the movie
Matilda.
I didn't see that movie, so.
I recall a lot of people at Glamcation last year being drawn to this one as well.
I do recall that.
Yeah. I was excited to. This is the first time I'm smelling it. So
being drawn, about to throw hands, all of it.
I don't even want to bring up
this is the one where all the commotion happened.
Yeah.
It smells great. It's really, really nice.
Yes.
He says edible scents are meant to be seductive, are they not? Yes. And this does draw you in. This is very inviting.
That is.
It's not like this. It's not just a punch of sweetness to be sweet. There's a story behind it. It's really nice.
That saffron to me gives it that cherry freshness, or I don't know. It is a bit of a coldness or a freshness, to this scent.
Yeah.
Fruity.
I would say, it feels cooler for sure. But I love that opening.
That opening.
Literally
it blasts. That opening
it
definitely
feels like chocolate powder, like in the air.
Yes.
Good choice, Joe. Had you smelled this before, Joe?
Yeah, at Glamcation last
Oh,
year.
you did smell it there? Okay.
I was one of the referees in the,
Oh God. Yeah, so it does have bergamot. Okay, so there is a fresh note in there to probably give it some vibrancy.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of my favorites.
I need
Kid
a
was
bottle.
forced to eat a giant.
Definitely need a bottle.
That's what it is. It's the giant chocolate cake from Matilda.
Got you.
Mm.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Alicia.
All right. Marcy.
All right. Well, I mean, of course, I have the box, but I have the bottle too. So I'm gonna go with Accident à la Vanille, the Madeleine de Proust.
Yes, Madeleine
Yes.
de Proust.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I
it's
have a
that-
bigger decan of this, but
Huh?
I'm gonna spray this. I
Yeah,
have a
this
bigger
is,
decan of this thanks to Moods Nudes.
Yeah.
Dion. Yeah, this is that peachy apricot. This was like this came out a while ago. What, maybe like a year and a half ago, a couple years ago, Rico?
At least 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it was like at least 2 years ago. And I initially, but I love Accident à la Vanille, but I really wanted to experience. Now, today, we have a bunch of apricot fragrances, but then there were hardly any apricot fragrances. And this was one of the first ones to come out, considering like the vanilla gourmand, or now we got like the chocolate apricot. You know, we got apricot everything in 2024. So, but this one, the peaches and apricot just added that juicy contrast to that warm, buttery vanilla. It gives it a little bit of tartness, and yeah, I love it. And I remember experiencing this first at work. It was like right after the whole pandemic thing, or at the end of it. And my coworkers, I was spraying this on them all night long, and they were in love. So, but yeah, if you want that fruity, peachy, apricot vibe, it's. I think there might be some bergamot in here as well, but it smells pretty fresh in the opening. But you get that blast of really juicy tart peaches and apricot. And it's not like, some people don't like peaches, but I get more of an apricot and vanilla vibe from this. Almost like if you had some apricot and peach jam and some biscuits. It almost smells English to me, with like some vanilla ice cream. It's so good.
Yeah, I love how bright that the fruit really is in here. Like, and while we all kind of describe scents as we imagine, and that's a great description. Mine is very simple. I just feel like if you take vanilla and you just threw like fresh fruit in it and whipped it around, a very strong, but almost like the fruit cups. Throw vanilla on there. It's a really, really nice peachy, apricot-y sweetness, and that creamy vanilla that holds it all together. It's the same DNA of the original, but it tones down a little bit to let the fruit shine. And ultimately, it is just, again, this is so nice that you'd want to make this your favorite. I just have to be, I got to stay Team OG. And because without the original, there is no Madeleine de Proust. So I'm going to stay there with it. But I totally understand why what I'm smelling right here, it smells good. I'll say this. While I do love Accident à la Vanille, the OG, the most, this is the one you want to go on a date with. Not you can wear the OG, but this is the more flirty, more like, hey, I'm here for that action for real. Madeleine de Proust is just a really sexier version, juicier version, more flirty version of the original. It kind of unbuttons the shirt. It kind of pulls a Joe on you. So
Not but general, probably. That was one of my favorite ones too from Glamcation. Also, great to see Oda Erica in the chat.
Hey, Erica.
Absolutely. What's up?
But yeah, no, that was another one. That and Black Powder were the stars for Glamcation for me. Standouts.
Well, since it's my turn to take the microphone back and pick the fragrance, I am going to step away from the original Glamcation, and I'm going to step into a fragrance that is post Glamcation. This fragrance happens to be Jimmy Bowden, the creator of all these fragrances, favorite fragrance, That's why I'm highlighting this one. So if you want to know what the guy who makes all the fragrances thinks the gem is, it's not Accident à la Vanille. Oddly enough, that's why I would have went with it's Le Gourmand. Le
Mm,
Gourmand just came out late last year. Late last year I believe it
like
was. And this
Come on, right here.
this.
Hmm.
photorealistic,
I just want to eat. I literally want to eat it. Yeah.
photorealistic, like a piece of toast that you put a little bit of butter on, and then a whole lot of Nutella right over that.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
And chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
yep.
yo,
Heavy chocolate. Like I get a really strong chocolate cakiness from this, and it's
yo.
delicious.
I get why it's his favorite. I absolutely.
that's
Man,
crazy.
that is rich, it's thick, it's dense. If you close your eyes, and I kid you not, if you close your eyes and someone puts this fragrance
Good night.
under you, you will think it's
Go
a
ahead.
real food before you think it's a
Yeah.
fragrance.
Want to smell this?
Like this
This
smells like
literally
something you
smells
can.
like
Man,
salted chocolate chip doughy cookies.
Oh yes.
Thick chocolate chip, like with sea salt, with sprinkles of sea salt to me.
Felipe knows what's up. I know Felipe knows what's up about this one right here.
Looks like everybody just saying it's just dessert. This is dessert for real.
Yes. Oh,
You want to curb a sweet tooth? Spray this.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Try that this
bang.
week.
Hey, Marcy. Bang, bang, layer gang. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go. Accident a la gourmand. Is that what that is?
It works.
Oh, I know it. Trust me. Hey, John has a new layer. Le Gourmand, Accident à la Vanille, and don't Josh, don't be putting those things on so close to the end of the night. Y'all just had a baby. You don't need another one just yet. Slow down, brother. Slow down.
My wife's gonna kill me. She's gonna be like, "You smell like dessert. Get out of here."
but Rico, with the craziest thing is the toast, dude. Like that, you could get that.
You get the toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like this.
You get the toast.
There's a breadiness in there for sure.
It smells crispy.
It's a
like
very. I get it. Yeah.
Like watery, like literally. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
This ain't a joke. This one is not a joke, folks. Like I said, I get why it's his favorite. It's very obvious once the way he explained it, and then when you smell it compared to the other one, you're like, this is probably the most realistic to what he was aiming to create from all the fragrances. And like I said, the other ones are very accurate, but this one smells more than smelling like it's close to toast or close to Nutella or hazelnut. I'm telling you, you close your eyes and put your nose to it, it smells. You think there's a food in front of your face, not a fragrance. It smells like food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It does have that like crispy, like what's it called? That like croissant crust, like the outside of a croissant.
That crusty,
croissant.
flaky, crusty kind of bread.
And a lot of chocolate, man. It smells great.
Chocolate, buttery croissant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still early over there.
Things.
Well, that's right. It is still early.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess it's my turn.
It's your turn again, sir.
We're going with something. I know I had a decant. I couldn't find it earlier, so let's spray African Queen.
Ooh.
African Queen.
Here she is. And for those, if you don't know the actual bottle collection, the African Queen is going to come in one of these bottles. So it's the white bottle, as opposed to a lot of those that you spoke to that come in the black. So it's the Noir collection and the Blanche collection.
Marcy's a real OG. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yo, Marcy ain't playing. Marcy's coming. Marcy said, "Don't send me decants. I have the bottles, bro."
You know what? 3 years ago, if anybody asked me what is a fragrance that you would take for life, it was African Queen. Like,
oh wow,
that's how heavy I was on African Queen. This is like I used the bottle up already, but I kept the OG bottle. I literally bought 3 backup bottles of this. I gave them away. because I felt like it was
Okay.
unnecessary. But I thought I was gonna be wearing this fragrance for the rest of my life. Well, I am, but I have other things. But this is so good.
So I think
Okay.
this opens up like really perfumey to me, right? And I'm not getting like a super gourmand touch yet. So can you please walk me through, like, because I'm still trying to develop my nose, Marcy.
Well, what I get off top is like a powdery chocolate and a little bit of a lemon, like a powdery chocolate and a lemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
there's some rose in here that's a little jammy. Yeah, that lemon, rose, and chocolate, they all blend so well. And then this dries down. You definitely get a background of almond,
Yes.
but you get that chocolate, that powdery, everything's like so fresh. Like there's iris in here, but I don't think there's iris in it. But it's definitely like a powdery, chocolatey, lemony, like that, or like a Calabrian bergamots lemon, because the lemon in here is creamy. So it's giving creamy, powdery lemon and chocolate and rose and a little bit of almonds, and it's bomb.
Hey, Josh,
My
spray
wife.
it on skin. Do you have any real estate?
I'm gonna spray it on my wife. Come here.
Yeah.
Because it smells way different on skin than it does on the strip.
And
Shout out
it's
to my wife.
so
She came. She said, "What's that smell?" It was me. I smell like dessert.
Not like snack.
Yeah, you down here?
I still see on her skin. I still get that, like I said, it's kind of perfumey, but then I definitely get the chocolate for sure.
You definitely get that rose in there for sure. What is she getting?
What are you getting? Oh, we're over here, babe.
Oh.
Shout out to my wife. What are you getting on your arm, babe? She says she don't know. She said, "Does it smell good?"
Does she like it?
She says it smells good. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that because I know for a fact that she is picky.
Yes.
She's picky. So to get a thumbs up from her, it means for anybody watching this, what it kind of means is that if you're not into too many heavy notes, like you're more on the safe side, this is safe, but just a very nice bright lemon in the opening that it kind of balances off the tart of the lemon with that chocolate and that almond, so it makes it kind of creamy, and you get like a sweet lemon rather than a tart lemon. Definitely made for that. Well, it made the Blanche collection rather than the Noir. It's not super heavy. It's an easy summertime wear.
It's a nice blend.
It's pretty. It smells pretty.
Yeah, it's a nice.
I think that's more what I meant. Was it smell like when I say perfumey? I just mean like a pretty kind of scent profile.
I got you.
It's a super. Well, it is a feminine leaning scent to me.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that I have said, or referred this fragrance, they're like, "Oh, it's super feminine," and I'm like, "Yeah, kind of."
Yeah.
But it definitely gives you lemon. It gives you that custardy lemon tart smell with like a jammy rose. I love it. It's unique. There's nothing on the market like it.
I agree.
Yeah, it smells really nice. I feel like later on she's going to be asking me like, "Hey, can I get that sample?"
Yeah.
I get what Claudia's saying, like cocoa butter and sexy skin. And if it's anything, like my wife is like into those skin scent style, like second skin fragrances. So if this could pull that off with a couple sprays, she'll want that sample.
What do you all wear this, Josh, Joe? Rico, have you worn it?
I've never done a full wear. I like the smell of it, but
yes.
I hang out with a person that does full wear, so I smell it on her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't not wear it.
So I'm trying to figure out. I think, Marcy, are there no other florals in it? It's just the rose.
It smells like jazz. There's some jasmine in here. I don't know.
And it does smell like iris. There's no iris in here?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
But anyways, I'm trying to pick it out. But
yeah.
Is there what
it definitely gives that fresh, that fresh powdery irisy smell, but I don't think there's
so I will give you the note breakdown. The note breakdown here is going to be almond, lemon, chocolate up top, jasmine and Bulgarian rose in the mid, and in the base you have oddly enough, patchouli and tonka bean. You don't get too much of those stronger, darker patchouli. I think those are just there to keep the fragrance lasting. But you don't that lemon, that chocolate, and that rose, and some of that almond is really what I get. I don't get tonka. Um, yeah, I don't get the tonka or the patchouli. Not yet, anyway.
You know what? I've had this fragrance for 4 years, and I was really leery about buying the fragrance initially because this girl during it was 2020. It was a Caucasian girl, right? So she had a fragrance called African Queen. I'm like, that's a whole joke. Like, how could you like I didn't trust it because I'm like, she was like Marcy, and I talked to her about it. She was like, it's a really good gourmand. And in 2020, I loved sweet fragrances, but I really wasn't heavy into gourmands. So I actually took a chance, and I just thought it was odd. But I'm more educated today, of course, that she had a fragrance called African Queen, which Jimmy Bowden, he actually told us the story behind it about a year ago when we had that live. And I bought it from Lucky Scent, and I was in love, like at first sniff. So she's no longer on Instagram anymore, but I remember her introducing me to this amazing gourmand scent.
Great to see Mo. Shout out to Mo.
Mo got some things to tell y'all.
Yeah, very long.
Yeah, long.
So
He
damn
says
addicting.
he just got a sample of Le Gourmand and he loves it.
Awesome.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
because it is so damn addicting. It's like I said, it's the owner's favorite fragrance. So he made them. He that's his favorite. That's his favorite kid.
Marcus loves an African Queen, Marcy. If I know Marcus, he loves it.
Well, that's good, Marcus.
that's fun. That's a funny response. Hey, Josh, what do we got, bro?
All right. La Tarte Tatin.
Woo! Listen, folks. Before anybody, I'm gonna tell you right now. Jimmy likes Le Gourmand the most. He is his house, is his fragrances. He's allowed to like his own kids however he wants. But I'm telling you, at least from across the street, this is the prettiest girl in the group, man.
yes.
La Tarte Tatin is such a savage that it just re-released internationally. It's sold out currently.
Yes.
It will be back next month. And I really suggest, if you love gourmands at all, this is one that if you can at least get a sample of.
It's a great one.
I get the impression that at least one viewer from tonight will be able to get a sample of it. Something tells me that at the end that we will figure out who that person is. But I did that thing.
I love the saltiness right off the cuff. Like,
oh,
the salty sweet.
Jesus.
Listen. Jesus.
Testify.
Yes. Oh, La Tarte Tatin. I'm gonna just sit in awe and smell it. Josh, what are you feeling when you get this fragrance?
So like, I got a bottle of this. The brown sugar mixed with the sea salt, right off the cuff is just like you're hooked, and it just kind of it draws you in. It does have some vanilla kind of undercurrents.
Yeah.
At least in the open. I think they become more prominent later on, but
yeah, has been approved.
Yeah,
I wore this to work.
I bet it is.
I wear this to work, and I sprayed it in the air. When I sprayed it, they sprayed it twice, but I wore it to work. When I tell you, I came back 2 days later. So the night shift came in 12 hours later. No, 13 hours later. They were like, why does it smell like pancakes in here? And somebody said it smells like caramel and butter. Like everybody had something to say like 13 hours later, and it was wafting throughout the entire unit. Yeah. somebody came in the next day and was like, Marcy, when you were gone, this guy named Noel, he said, Marcy, when you were gone, he said, you know, that mechanical walkthrough and said, is somebody making cookies? I was like, that's 24 hours later and it's still in the air. Crazy.
Yeah.
My son wore it the other day. It was on him for 3 days.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's no joke.
It's not a joke at all. This fragrance right here, when it first came out, it was exclusive to a store in Italy, I believe. And
yeah,
the
we
first
were all
person,
Felipe.
the first,
We're all India Felipe.
I was gonna say, the first person I heard talk about it in there was Felipe, and I was like, bro, this is so unfair. Unless we order from, like, we can't, and it's right up the block from him. Which, by the way, super happy for Felipe, because a lot of times we get exclusives over here that he was not able to get. I was just a little salty that the possibly the best one they ever made was the one exclusive to Europe. So yikes. I was a little tight. But we were able to finally get it here in the United States. And man, this one right here, I'll put it to you like this. When I got mine finally, shortly after I linked up with Frida, Yellow Sense, you may know, Claudia, who is in the room right now, and Dion. And I was like, check this out. And they all smelled it and they were like, cool, phone, ordering, on spot, like that day. That's how amazing this fragrance is. And if you want to know a little bit more about this fragrance, we have notes of brown sugar and with salt on the top. You have vanilla bean, red apple, and tonka. And in the base, you have delicious caramel and vanilla powder. And as Felipe was so detailed enough to put in the little emoji to put in it, it's like apple pie with a nice. It's a caramelly apple pie. It's mouth watering. I'm literally. It's as the kids say these days. It's like that.
In the
is
heart,
like
I really
that.
love what the apple does. I love that the apple is there, and it's like, I don't want to say it's prominent, but it I don't know, it just balances everything out in the heart so beautifully. It's like perfect timing. Like you don't get it right off the cuff, and then like as it develops, it just grows and it balances. I don't know, the way it progresses is beautiful.
I don't know how Jimmy does it, but a lot of his fragrances smell really fresh, even though they're like heavy gourmands.
Yeah.
Even I get a freshness to this, a fresh, something cool, almost like an ice cream and an apple pie, but yeah, I don't know what puts in it. If it's
something like apple pie with a scoop of ice cream on the side, while it on top where it's melting onto the pie, like that kind of just good stuff.
Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out to Jousset.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Is that the whole set?
Yeah,
I can't say it enough.
That's it.
That's the whole discovery set, is it not?
Yeah.
Discovered.
That's the whole discovery set. So yeah, we discovered that in 49 minutes. So here's the deal, folks. We got 10 minutes to close this thing out with a pretty bow, and I want to close out by reiterating a couple of things. Number one, next week, Glamcation. It's probably too late for you to start getting flights now, but if you are in the Las Vegas area, check out my Instagram. Check out Sarah's Instagram, Glamcation, and the official Glamcation Instagram. Hit me up however you like, and we can get some information because we will be getting down 23, 24, 25 of August in Vegas, and it's going to be a dope event. And guess what? I will be there, and we will have some Jousset for you to smell in person. But if you cannot be there, man, I feel like somebody would. I just want to know in the chat if you would like a discovery set. Let me know. Let me just get a thumbs up just to see. And we'll determine of that if somebody needs an actual discovery set. I'm not gonna force a discovery set on you. Is what I'm saying. I'm not.
Listen, I think I have all the I have decants of all these except Delicious Black Powder, which I feel like a bottle is probably in my future at some point because it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
But
I need a
I
bottle
would
of Delicious Black Powder too, Elroy.
yeah, I would love to bless somebody if anybody was interested for sure. We can probably figure this out on Instagram at some point.
We can. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll send this over.
We'll probably discuss this on the gram, even though we're simulcasting to the gram as well. But to be fair, and I just realized this. I should say my apologies to all the Instagram viewers. My comments, I'm seeing the YouTube. I can see very far away on my other screen the Instagram, and you see these things on my face. It's not a fashion statement. I'm legitly blind, so I cannot read any of those. So we'll probably rehash this more personally on Instagram and in a more compact way, since we've already done it. We don't want to do it to nauseum, but there may be another chance on the gram, even if we do another live, to get one there. But I think I only saw one thumbs up, and I'm cool with that because that thumb I happen to know, and that is the thumb of May. That was the first time I saw. If I'm wrong, tell me, but I don't think I am. So that was a quick win for the home team. We got you, fam.
Is there another thumb or just one thumb?
I only saw one.
I know Felipe gave the claps, but I think Felipe already owns probably
Felipe knows every
catalog.
fragrance. Felipe probably smelled fragrances from Jousset that haven't been made yet. So I see you, Tom.
The good thing is,
I think he
May
needs to
next
bring
week.
almond cake back out too, Rico. I mean, I know I'm ready for that banana. Okay, like that. I think that's gonna be my number one.
I think it is too. That was one of the ones that the banana split one is gonna go hard. They have like I said, a pistachio ice cream one, the pear and ice cream one, the there's just a lot of great fragrances.
Oh, there you go. There's another one.
Yeah.
We got because that was super late in the game, but
hey, I'll take care of RXL.
All right, there we go. There we go.
RXL.
So I got you. RXL hit up Josh, and he got you for that. And realistically, I just want to thank everybody for showing up. We were able to discuss all these amazing fragrances. We are going to send out 2 discovery sets so that somebody can actually get their nose in them again. And if you fall in love with them as well, feel free to hit up Sealed Essence, because Sealed Essence is where I typically go for Jousset Parfum fragrances, but they're also available at Lucky Scent, and you're gonna start seeing them in a lot more stores here shortly. So I'm super excited about that as well. And before we hit the road, I just want to go around the table as I usually do, starting with Josh and Joe, the Marcy. Anything you want to put out content-wise, messages to the folks? What do you want to put out there to the net?
Cool. So we're live every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with a new review on all my platforms. elroyPREPson everywhere. You guys can join me, and we talk about some different, different fragrances every day. Something different every day. Tomorrow's a new one, and I'm excited about it. Besides that, I'll be live on Instagram with Chad's Secrets on Monday or Tuesday. I can't really remember. And 2 or 3 times with Rico and AnUnaverageJoe next week as well. So those are my announcements for this week.
Man, putting in the hours. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know why you went sideways.
Say again?
I said, but do y'all see me sideways?
Yeah, you're sideways.
I think that's his YouTube's way of telling me the UFC 305 is about to start in a minute, and we got to get this thing right.
Yeah, we got it.
Cool.
I love you, Rico, but we got to go.
Yeah. But real quickly, we got like 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left. Josh, what you got, bro?
You can check me out on IG at Escential Notes. And then I use a hashtag called #CollectionPotential. Feel free to, on your post, throw the hashtag up so we know what to check out to collect. That's it.
And he's gone. So,
He's gone.
Anyone watching who likes to smell good, do yourselves a favor. You'll want to tune into my Instagram AnUnaverageJoe, my YouTube AnUnaverageJoe, because I got events this week, plus live stream, plus a whole bunch of other things, releases coming soon, work, of course, always, and Sun Explore coming soon. More on that later in time, but register. You don't. I don't have a link, so don't wait for my link because I don't have a link this year. I am going. I'm there. Just register, get your box. See you in New York. Great stream, everyone.
Woo. Marcy.
All right, y'all. I'm just here to have fun. Follow me so we can all have fun and enjoy one another and just learn about some good fragrances, you know? And that's about it, you know?
Yeah, man, I think they all said it very well. We are here to have a good time, smell fragrances, find out about new amazing fragrances. Every Friday, just about at 9 p.m., you can catch myself, Elroy, Josh, and Unaverage Joe talking about, man, just about anything new in fragrance, whether it's a new house, a new fragrance, a note that's really interesting, and us finding our favorite fragrance of that particular note. And on days when we can't figure out what we're going to talk about, guess what we talk about? What new stuff we have. We have a little series called What's New in the Crew. And if we bought something and we want to share with you and let you know, we'll talk about it there. Other than that, we're constantly all dropping content one way or another. Check us out, whether it's on Instagram, on YouTube, and for those who are brave enough to take a step into TikTok, we have some stuff over there as well. So holla at us. Once again, Jousset Parfums. Check them out. Glamcation 2024. This August 23rd to 25th. That's next week. It's going to be lit. We will see you there. And if we don't, we'll see you on one of these streams one of these days. That's all I got for y'all. That's all we have for you. And like always, I am fragged out, swagged out, and we all are out. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Have a blessed night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Does this work here?
Guys.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yes, it
does.
does.
Very nice. We got it. We got it.
Bye, y'all.
We out. We out.